All right. A lot of people ask me where I see Bitcoin in 2 to 5 years. What's the future? What's the price going to be? What's the market going to look like? How different are things going to get? I think things will be very different. You may not realize this. This is not something we think about every day. But we've already made a lot of progress in cryptocurrency within the last 10 years. And the thing with technologies is progress compounds. It accelerates. It increases exponentially. Cryptocurrency is a technology, and you can see the way you buy it, the way you spend it, the way you store it. These are all getting better. These are all getting easier. In cryptocurrency, the days go by real slow, but the years go by fast. And this technology, as it begins to penetrate our society and the innovations compound on itself, all of a sudden, one day you're going to wake up and boom, it's ubiquitous. It's everywhere. I can think of countless examples of this, where progress started off slow, but as innovation compounded, so did adoption. Adoption increased, radio, TV, credit cards, the internet. Now, I realize a counter argument to this is yes, technology is always improving, but new technology replaces old technology all the time. How do you know something won't come along and replace cryptocurrency? Think about it like this. A lot of people compare where we are today in crypto to the internet back in 1994 or the early days. Back then, when this internet technology was beginning to gain traction, did somebody invent something that replaced it? No. In fact, what we did see was tens of thousands of companies employing hundreds of thousands of developers, and in an effort to turn a profit, building on it, adding to it, making it better. We saw this technology explode in use case and value at an exponential rate. And that's what I foresee happening with cryptocurrency within the next several years. Things are going to innovate at an exponential rate. And between now and mass adoption, we're going to be seeing a lot of intermediary solutions. For instance, I've been thinking a lot about this. A problem right now is that nobody wants to spend their Bitcoin. Nobody wants to spend their altcoins. We're all holding onto our coins for these massive gains. But you're never going to have massive gains unless mass adoption happens. But adoption's not going to happen unless spending happens. But you're not spending because we want massive gains. But massive gains won't happen until spending happens. It's a real catch-22, as they say. So what's the solution? Well, I think the intermediary solution, maybe something is going to be developed by someone in the next couple years that automatically replaces your Bitcoin when you spend it. So as soon as you spend, or as soon as you pay for something with Bitcoin or Litecoin or XRP or electroneum, a bot automatically buys more and deposits it in your account. So you're not losing your investment, but you are spurring adoption. That's a win-win. I think this would solve a lot of pain points in crypto. This is just one idea, We'll be seeing innovation like this continue. And one day, you'll be paying with cryptocurrency, and it's going to be as easy as using a debit card. By the way, if you want to stay up to date on everything going on with cryptocurrency, join our team, subscribe to our channel. Subscribing to Altcoin Daily, and using our channel as a starting off point to stay in tune with the cryptocurrency market on a daily basis is a great idea. As you know, I follow the market every day, and my goal for this channel is where you can have a place, it's like where you and I can come and have a chat about this whole thing, the future, chat about the different altcoins. It's if you and I were having a beer, right? Out, meeting at a bar, talking about cryptocurrency, I like Dos Equis, personally. That's what I'd be ordering. What's your favorite beer? Post your favorite beer in the comments so we can all judge you. I'm going to say if you say your favorite beer is like an IPA, I would bet your biggest holding would be Cardano. If you say you like Bud Light, I'm thinking that your biggest holding is Litecoin. And what else? Okay. If you say your favorite beer is a Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy, I can only bet your biggest holding is Doge. Let me know your favorite beer in the comments. Anyways, for the next 2 to 5 years at least, I think the name of the game is to accumulate Bitcoin. Because be under no delusion, most of these altcoins are going to fail. Actually, some of these altcoins will succeed, maybe for years, and then they're going to fail. You just don't know. And that's why it's important to take profits along the way and reassess your portfolio regularly. Like, we're in a down market right now, and obviously I can't take any profits, but I can reassess my portfolio and say what we're near bottom, probably going to fall more. I pointed that out to you the other day. But now would be a great time to start cost averaging on whatever projects you think will see big gains. And even though I think for the next 2 to 5 years, if not decades, the name of the game is to accumulate Bitcoin, nothing lasts forever. There will be a day, hopefully in the far future, where the fundamentals that I point out to you all the time are going to change. And I might think to myself at that time, I think it might be a good idea to move my Bitcoin position into a different position. And if and when that day comes, you are going to be the first to know. Now, when I do videos like this, a lot of times I get mixed reviews. A lot of people like it. A lot of people like to support our channel by smashing the like button. Smashing the like button, it's a small thing you can do. It really does help us grow a lot. But sometimes when I do these videos, unfortunately some people get angry because, my long-term positions don't exactly match up with what's been happening in the short term. I get it. We've had a rough year, especially right now. Lowest point we've been at all year, so I get why people are mad. And, Mike Novogratz gave a really great interview to Bloomberg the other day, and they asked him the tough questions, and I loved his answers. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can read this whole thing, but I like what Mike Novogratz said about the crash this year. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So they asked him this. They asked him if this down market changes anything, if his strategy going forward is going to be any different. And he said this: I keep telling my team the same thing. We're surfers, getting ourselves in shape for when the next wave comes. And when the next wave comes, we'd better be the Laird Hamilton of crypto. Now, Laird Hamilton is one of the best surfers who ever lived, FYI. Anyways, that's my plan too. I'm a tiny fish swimming in an ocean filled with whales. I see some huge swells coming up. You better believe I'll be riding those waves right to the top. All right, that is it for me, my friends. Once again, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And if you liked today's video, feel free to like it. I'll be looking forward to your favorite beers in the comments. If you have any jokes, like I was saying before, feel free to post them. Like maybe, if your favorite beer is O'Doul's, I would bet your biggest portfolio position would be in Tether. Or something like that. Let's take a quick look at the market. If you want to stick around, we'll just be chatting it up. But earlier today, we saw a little bit more of a dip, but you can see that here on coinmarketcap.com. The whole market's down by 3, 4, 1%. Bitcoin Cash dropping like crazy. But we're still really around the same place. You can see we're still holding on to that base that we formed all the way back in September and August of last year. And once again, if and when we fall, again, I'm no expert, I'm just a normal guy, you and me are having a beer, our next pretty good level of support is around 2,800, and then after that we have a lot of support around the $2,500 price point. And there's a little bits of support going down, but after that our next, if we get below 2,500, even 2,400, really the next level that I'm looking for is 1,800, because you can see We hit that for about a week back in May of last year and July of last year. We touched it briefly. Now, of course, the future is not necessarily a great indication of the past. It only tells us very little, in fact, and I really can't. I have no way of knowing what's going to happen in the short term. That's why really what we focus on here at the channel is fundamentals, the green flags that gives us the pretty accurate predictions for the long term. And that's why I have a long-term bullish opinion. Anyways, that's it for me, my friends. I hope you found value in this video.